unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry here for the running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Being chased out left. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. 2nd down and 7. The Steelers at 9-2 to start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Hands it off out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They throw it out right complete. He's got the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And now here's a carry heading left. And some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Let's go, Steve. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 19.
2nd and 9 now.
That is caught left side by Bryant.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Second and 3. Out left side here to Bryant. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Right back to him on first down. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
This will be caught inside the 10. Hook up of 15 yards there. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all... about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run with Mixon.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Mixon. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Back now in Pittsburgh. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2nd and 2.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to give the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
He'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
10 cycles.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Steelers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.